Hey guys, it's Sadie, and I feel like I need to make a video addressing something that happened the other day. It's a lot. So, this comedian that I have looked up to since probably 8th grade made a movie called 8th Grade, and it's basically just a portrayal of a couple days in the life of an 8th grade girl in today's society with the current technology and all that. And it is the most accurate portrayal of teenage life ever made. It felt like I was watching a documentary, not a movie. Like, it felt like that could have been a couple days in this girl's life, the main character, Kayla. And I relate to it a lot. In 8th grade, I was literally Kayla from this movie. If you can't take my word on it, I have proof. So Kayla, she has a YouTube channel, sound familiar, where she gives advice and she acts like she's confident. There's all these things about being confident and making friends and all that stuff when she's actually really insecure and she's not confident, but she's kind of giving herself the advice that she would want to hear and that she wants to follow. And when I saw trailers and stuff, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, there's lots of 8th grade girls who probably have YouTube channels out there. But when I watched the movie and I was seeing certain parts of it, I was like, wait a second. And I realized that there is one video in particular that I made in 8th grade that sounds a lot like it could be a video that Kayla from the movie made. And certain lines sounds like stuff that she said in the movie. Like, she said lines in it that sounds so familiar. It's like scary accurate to Kayla. Like, it could have been a video from the movie. And so I was like, okay, this is insane. I have to show everyone because it just shows how accurate this movie that Bo Burnham is. That the fact that when I was in 8th grade, fairly recently, I felt the same way as Kayla in lots of ways, and I had a YouTube channel just like her, and I said almost the same exact stuff as her. That's how accurate it is. I'm sure there's a bunch of YouTube channels that sound just like Kayla's because it's just so accurate. So the same night that I saw the movie, I went home, I found that YouTube video that I made in 8th grade, which was privated recently, because I privated all my old videos recently because I thought they were embarrassing and cringy. But I found this one, and I recorded the part where that specifically sounded like it could have been from the movie, and I posted on Twitter. And when I was posting it just has the potential to get a huge response because I think it's crazy how accurate it is, and I'm sure a lot of other people would freak out too. So I used the hashtag 8th grade and I tagged Bo Burnham in it. And see, the thing about me is whenever I post something that could get a lot of feedback and a huge response, I fantasize about it actually happening. You know, I'm like, oh, I'm going to tweet this and so is going to see it and it's going to get all these likes, blah, 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 blah. But then I'm like, no, that's not going to happen. Like, this time specifically, I remember thinking, like, stop it. Bo Burnham's not going to see it probably, and, like, no one's going to care. It's probably not as cool as you think it is. That's what I thought. So the movie 8th grade was a gift enough. Like, Bo Burnham gave me that gift. He gave everyone that gift. We needed this movie. I needed to see this movie because I've never seen someone portray 8th grade that way. So if I saw that in 8th grade, it would have been really great to see that in 8th grade. But still, I forgot how hard 8th grade is. Like, I used to think, like, oh, 8th grade was so easy. I wish I could go back to it. Those 8th graders are just whining. They don't understand how hard life gets. And then when I watched it, I was like, I remember that. I remember feeling that way. And 8th grade was hard. Like, it's a hard age. And that reminded me of it. And it reminded me, like, I don't know, I just needed to see it. Everyone needs to see it, honestly. But anyway, that was a gift enough. But when I came home that night and I tweeted that whole thing, I got another gift from Bo Burnham that I needed. Bo Burnham, right away, it wasn't even a pause, responded to my tweet saying, "This is so beautiful," period. And then retweeted it. And I literally freaked out. Like, my hand, I wish I Snapchatted it, but I didn't save it. But my hand was literally going like that. It was crazy. And just a response from, like, other people who saw it were saying, like, "Oh, this is such a nice message. We're so wise at your age." And it's crazy because when I posted that video, no one thought it was a cool video or a good video. Got barely any views. No one cared. Had no comments. And all of a sudden people saying how beautiful it is and how wise I am, I guess. And that they really need to see that. I'm like, what? It's just such a good response. And like for Bo Burnham, where I think everything he does is beautiful. He writes such beautiful stuff. Told me my video I made as a cringy 8th grader was beautiful. And I thought it was cringy, and looking back I'm like, no, I wasn't good at articulating myself like Kayla from 8th grade. Are you seeing a trend here? But the message was there, and just like the heart behind it. I wish I could be more like 8th grade me. And the advice that I was saying as an 8th grader is advice that I kind of needed right now, which is crazy. So not only did I get Bo Burnham's message, I got some kind of like closure I didn't feel like I needed about like 8th grade me and my old YouTube videos from not only Bo Burnham but a bunch of other people who saw it. And I found the old advice from my 8th grade self that I needed. Like, I'm so glad I found that video. I need to see it. I need people to tell me, yeah, that's good advice. Because I don't follow my own advice. Just like Kayla, you know, she would say, like, oh, you have to get yourself out there and do this and this. But she didn't do it. She was actually shy. And you can see that in her videos. And you can see that in my videos. Like, you can see that I'm not, like, I'm shy. I'm just trying to be confident. And so anyway, I don't really know what this video is. I just felt like I had to address this whole thing and tell all of you to watch 8th grade, because you're going to watch this and then you're going to watch the movie and be like, oh my god, Sadie is literally Kayla. And to prove that, I am going to be reacting to that video on camera. I have seen it because I just watched it, but I wanted you guys to see specifically how similar it is. I'm not going to react to the whole thing, just a little clip that I tweeted. So let's do that. Decided I would give you guys some back to school advice, because I know I need some, so I'll give you guys what I know. Okay, just my thoughts so far. Yes, I did need back to school advice, so I was pretending like I knew advice to give to other people, but I was really giving the advice that I wanted to hear because I was not happy about starting school again. My friend Beth edited this. So number one, when it comes to school, for me, is be yourself. And I know you hear this all the time, be yourself, blah 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 blah. Okay, so another point I want to say about how I'm so similar to Kayla from the movie is she would write out like her notes, and like she would look down, you could tell like she organized it out. I like organize it the same way that she does in the movie, and you can, like, I remember organizing. I could probably find the notes from it because I still use the same notebook. I will show you that if I can find it. Really, really a big deal. It's really important. I cannot stress enough. See, like all those pauses and hesitations. Be yourself. Like Kayla did that because we're 8th graders, and 8th graders. At least me in 8th grade, I didn't know how to articulate myself well. I'm still not great at it. So I had good thoughts up here. It's just putting them in the video form was awkward. And I like to think I've gone better at that, but I just hesitated. So maybe I'm still Kayla, even though I'm not in 8th grade anymore. And I'm just an 8th grader. Common point is to be yourself. I'll be honest, I had some trouble with that when I was younger. Still kind of do, but I'm a lot better now. Okay, I was not that better, honestly. And by when I was younger, I mean like a year before that, I did get a little better. But that also reminds me of Kayla, because she's like, oh yeah, I used to be really shy and quiet. Like in her video, she would say that, and she was still shy and quiet, and like maybe she made a small improvement like that day. But that's how I talk too. I'd be like, oh yeah, I've gotten really better. And it's like, no, I just had a good day yesterday. But that's just 8th graders. And Like, I pretended to be someone else I really wasn't. And then when I said I wanted myself, it was so hard to try and get that out because everyone already saw me as someone.
This is a good point, I still believe.
But eventually, that was my New Year's resolution one year. It's the best
It was,
New Year's
I'm not
resolution
lying.
I ever made. I said, okay, when I go back to school after winter break, I am going to completely be myself.
Doesn't work like
I
that.
was so much happy. I found out who had interests in common with me. And I was
Good point.
so happy. Like, it made me so happy just to be myself. I wasn't happy.
I want to hug
trying to be
past
someone else.
me.
You know, if I was that other person that I
So many
made
people
up,
like replied to
I
this,
would
like
be
when
happier.
it went kind
and,
of like
I thought people didn't have
viral,
me, which is
saying
the
like,
reason
I want to
wasn't
hug
myself. I
you.
thought no one in my school liked Doctor Who or anything like
These
that.
are all good points. I still believe this, even though I didn't
And then once
play it well at the
I realized lots of people do, but they never thought anyone else did, so they kept it to themselves.
Listen to me. I was wise beyond my years.
Hey guys, it's Kayla back with another video.
Hey guys, it's Sadie.
So, the topic of today's video is being yourself.
So number one, when it comes to school, for me, is be yourself.
Being yourself can be hard, and it's like, aren't I always being myself? And yeah, for sure. But being yourself is like not changing yourself to impress someone else.
I know you hear this all the time, be yourself, blah 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 blah. But it's really, really a big deal, and it's really important.
You just need to face your fears and let people know the real you.
Okay, so final thoughts. The full video is up on my YouTube channel. It's the oldest video on there because I made it public again because no, I like it. Thank you, Bo Burnham. And like, I'm being like kind of funny in this video and stuff, but really, I really appreciate that Bo Burnham, first of all, made this movie and then like took their time to reply to me and retweet me because it really meant a lot to me. And I'm trying to help it. I'm like showing you, look how accurate this movie is. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch it and see how accurate that video is to like Kayla's videos. You're gonna scream in the middle of the movie theater. But that's it, I guess. Gucci!